Hey everyone, welcome to Wingmate Demos. And today we're going to be going over the infield reporting offering of Wingmate, which is actually Wingmate's first offering that we ever created. The idea behind Wingmate was to create a lead generation program where everyone at a company would be able to submit business opportunities back to sales staff and have them action it. Whole goal was that everyone's responsibility at a company was to help grow the company. So with Wingmate, anybody in the company, drivers, service providers, they would be out on the road going to the locations that they provide to. And they would see all sorts of intelligence on their way. They would see competition picking up garbage bins. They would see new businesses open up. But they could use Wingmate to capture that and submit it back to their sales staff for action. So we'll go over how exactly that works. And to start out, we're logged in as a lead generator level account. An important piece of information about lead generators is that they cannot own leads. They can only submit it back and see what they've submitted. So when I first log in, I see the home screen, but you'll see that I don't have the reminders tab at the bottom because as an owner, I can't be an owner of a lead, so I can't make reminders. Now, if we scroll to the side here, we'll see our program details tab in our reward center. It shows the different rewards that we can earn on this pipeline. So for Wingmate Sales, if we submit a lead and it hits the working stage, we're going to earn $2. If it hits close one, we earn $50. Clicking in to learn more shows us more information about that and also shows us a fully dynamic page that every pipeline can set themselves. In this case, we've made it very simple, but it can get as complex as you need it to. It's a WYSIWYG editor. Going back to the home screen, we see the main piece of the app right in the middle, the capture flow. So when we click this capture button and we give it access to our images and our camera, we'll be able to snap photos out on the road. You'll see that we have this fly fill option, which we'll get to in a later video. We can also skip the photo if it's not necessary. This skip button can be turned off per pipeline if needed. But in this case, let's add a photo. We're going to go to our gallery and we're actually going to add a few. When we add them, they'll get uploaded in the background and we'll be able to fill out the lead, the information on the lead for this pipeline. If we're ever submitting a lead and we think, oh, this would be better on another pipeline, and you have access to those, you can just click it and see that right there. In this case, we do want to submit it to the sales pipeline. We'll name it Garden Aiden's Garden. It'll be located at 180 Bloor Street, which is our location in Canada. And we can fill out the rest of the information. The lead source could be I knocked on the door. The business phone number we could set to anything if we wanted to. We fill out all the required fields first. So is it any of these? Maybe it's an other organization in this case. We can also give it a description or record one if we wanted to. This recording can be played later by clicking on it. If we click this check mark here, the submit more leads check mark, it will take us back through the flow so we could keep on capturing more intelligence. This is very useful if you're in an area where there's a lot of businesses side by side, downtown Toronto, some suburbs. So you could just keep snapping them and then later go and see the status on each of them by clicking into them. If we submit, we're taken directly into the lead. You'll see the photos that we uploaded, and then you'll also see the location of the lead on this static map view. If we ever need to add more photos, we click in and we can. And as lead generators, as I mentioned, we can't action leads, so the status cannot be changed, but we can still edit them and provide more information. So one popular flow for leads generated in our frontline program here is that managers and salespeople might ask for more information. So they can do so. We'd see that in the activity section down here. And then we can go back up here and add the information that they're asking for once we go and get it. Just like the rest of the app, we can still add contacts. So by clicking on this, I can generate the contact of choice, add some contact information. Now they're a primary contact. They're the first one I'm added, which makes them a primary contact. If we needed to, I can add attachments, so more photos, or I can add anything. And I can also go to this activity section down here and provide some updates of my own or ask for them. Any update on this lead. Once I submit, we see that populate in the activity section. And now, really, at this point, it's up to the salespeople to go and action this lead and move it through the process. So let's go over to the funnel to see that second half. And refreshing the page, we will see that lead pop up right at the top of the new lead section. Clicking into it as a manager account, I can now assign it to a sales member. So let's choose myself and Zachary. You'll see it automatically goes to the next stage. We chose to do that because salespeople on standard pipelines cannot see the first stage. The first stage is always an assignment stage. It's always meant for new leads come in with a lead generation program. Well, who's the one who's going to best action that? That's up to the manager to decide. So the manager will go and assign a lead. It moves to the second step, start of the salesperson's funnel, and they can start working on it. As we scroll down here, we can see that information that William in the lead generator account added. We can add our own information if we wanted to. We can set more contacts. And then when we go down here, we can see the updates. So maybe I begin calling on this lead, left a voicemail, we'll try again tomorrow. We see that populate down here. I'll schedule my next step for tomorrow. Call again. And now when we go back up here, we might want to mention that we're working on it. So we switch the stage. Well, when we do, because lead generators can earn rewards, we'll go down here and see that lead did hit the working stage, which means William earned his $2. With him earning those $2, those rewards populate. He sees that on his end, and he's engaged and wants to continue submitting leads. When it comes to setting rewards for pipelines, we can go into the admin console as an admin account, go to customize pipeline and fields, and you'll see in this first section of pipeline settings, our sales cycle. Here's all the different stages that a lead can enter. Once again, starting with that new lead stage, which is the unassigned state. It's created by a lead generator and needs to be assigned by a manager. If we wanted to add rewards, we could. But as you go along, you could expect that rewards get higher and higher because the chance of success for the lead turning into a new customer gets higher. Best recommendations for this program is to have some small, tiny reward around the working stage. Someone has qualified the lead, as in they've determined it's a real account, and they want to start working on it. So you can add some rewards around this stage. And then usually our clients will add a larger reward on the closed won state because, it has converted into a new account. It's a great lead. It was a great submission from the lead generator. So it's time to give them a decent reward for doing so. And that will help incentivize them to submit larger rewards. Now you can submit rewards. You can change rewards at any stage here. So it's really up to the client, but we like to give them good recommendations. This is usually what I recommend at the very least. If I did change this reward here, it's important to know that previous rewards do not change. If they've been earned, that's the amount that they've been earned at. So this is only a current state that changes all future rewards to be these values. Going down here, we'll also see some important information about our engagement program, Wingmate Pro. Wingmate Pro allows lead generators who are submitting a lot of leads to start earning more money for their submissions. So you can set a lead count, a monthly lead count that they need to submit, and a stage that those leads have to hit in order to be counted towards the count. And if they do submit that amount, they turn pro, which allows them to earn a bonus multiplier on their rewards. So to make that a bit simpler, let's go through an example. If I change this to new lead and I have the monthly lead count to 10, well, if me as a lead generator, I submit 10 leads, they're always going to hit the new stage because that's the first stage. Then I will earn pro and I'll start earning 2 times the rewards on the rewards I earn for all rewards going forward in that month. Now you keep Wingmate Pro for your current month and you also keep it for the next month. If I don't hit this monthly lead goal for that next month, I lose it in the consecutive month after that though. So you always want to be submitting leads. We can save this and we can see those settings in the app later on. They have access to their Wingmate Pro and the progress towards it in the reward center, which I could show you right here. We go back home, we'll see this reward center. And if I just refresh the app, we'd see that I've earned some progress there. And the last thing to show you is submitting or handling rewards, which is once again an admin's job. They can click on Enterprise Payout Details here to see the billing history of the rewards that they've generated. If we click Create Report, he's earned $2 from that lead that he just submitted. I hit the working stage. We see the details down here, and I can click Confirm and Create to then issue a payout where he'll receive an email notification telling him that he should expect a payout soon. It should be added to his next bill, or it's going to be e-transfer to him. However they choose to do it, it'll mention that, and then he'll also see that in his app and the history of his payouts, which we can see if you click here and click Settings. This Payouts tab will show all those payouts once they've been issued. Usually, we recommend clients to issue rewards at the same time that they're issuing pay stubs, because then it's really easy. If we click Confirm and Create, we can see that. We can download this payout and get a CSV of those rewards, where all they need to do now is just take these and push them into the payout system or their HR system to be issued as bonuses. So very simple setup. This is also connectable via integration if they want to, so that's all automated. That is the essentials of the lead generation program. If you have any questions, as always, just email me at aiden@wingmateapp.com, and best of luck.